start recording and get off his phone.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. So recorded 10 seconds. And we are recording, there's already 15 people. Hi guys. Good night. Earlier time tonight, 9 p.m. We try to see, kind of adjust people having to work the next day, so the 11 o'clock was too late, but here we are. Welcome to episode 2 of I Love Zombie. Zombie Mama, Circa, Cindy Angel. Hi.
Hi, guys.
You could start off by
what do you want?
the story that we were talking about. So what we're gonna do is, like, the basis of the podcast is our lives, and then we go into topics about what you guys want us to talk about, religion or stuff that happens during the week. There was a couple of things that caught my attention between Friday and now. So our first little segment is going to be Zombie wants to talk about our first official date as a couple.
Our first date. This was before we were married. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, before we were married, he actually took me to the movies. I remember it was at don't tell me. Okay, tell me.
Yeah, at the ArcLight.
The ArcLight in Hollywood. And we went to watch the Skeleton Key. And I was super stoked because I've never been to that movie theater. And, I mean, it was our first date. I was like, hell yeah, we're going to make out and do all the date stuff. Got me popcorn, got me hot dog, nachos, all the good shit I like. And then, like, 15 minutes into the movie, I turn around. Because it was a scary movie, so I wanted to see, you know. I turn around and look at him, and he's passed out. Like, snoring, mouth open. Like, it was horrible. And I remember thinking to myself, is he going to fall asleep, like, in every movie that we watch, like, for the rest of our lives? And it's 7 years later, and he still does.
I do. It's funny because recently one of our friends posted a picture of her husband falling asleep, and it just happens. I mean, I don't think I'm the only dude that knocks out. I mean, you get snuggly, nice, warm.
At the movie theater, though, like, you're not snuggly warm, especially the ArcLight. It's like AC blasting. It's cold all the time.
All the time. I don't know. It's just comfortable. I mean, I'm pretty sure people have had dates where that's happened. What other movies have I fallen asleep on?
All of them.
Not all of them, but it's been plenty.
I took him to see Walk the Line. That was like when
I stayed awake
because he was really excited. It was like the midnight showing, and I was like, all right, well, I surprised him with a date on me, and well, not on me because we shared our money, but you know, it was my idea and shit, and he didn't fall asleep. I think it's movies he likes that he doesn't fall asleep. I don't know. There's times that he'll just pass out.
So what we're gonna do is through Ustream we could do like surveys and stuff, and I'll post up a question, or Cindy will post up a question, and you guys it's clicking it. Again, it's a trial and error. We're learning.
What do you see with
as you could see is changes. We'll update you guys with any changes that come up, time changes, any schedules. As long as you join our crowd, you're going to be updated. And again, follow us on Twitter at I_love_zombie, ZOMBY. One of the things that we were going to talk about this week is relationship-wise. It's in a sense trust issues, but not trust issues. I don't know how it's felt with people. Hold on, I'm having issues with the computer again. There we go. We're back on. So, for example, a boy-girl relationship. Husband, wife, whatever. Same thing. I mean, boy, girl, whatever.
Just a relationship.
Friends that aren't in a relationship that are that sex you're attracted to. In my opinion, I think it's very hard to have a friendship with the same sex, or the sex you're attracted to, or like a real friendship, like a friendship where, you know, I'll call a girlfriend and go have coffee with them. for my opinion, it's uncomfortable. I mean, no matter how much you trust that someone, it still brings that uncomfort level to you. You you can't act the same. It feels like, because it might be construed in the wrong direction. It might come off in the wrong way, not just in your partner's eye, but in other people's eyes, where they might feel it's you're trying to go outside of your relationship.
I I think that's, I don't know. I can't say it's like the male perspective because how I don't know how it works with like, you know, like gay relationships. I don't know if it's the same, but like I disagree. All my friends were boys when I was growing up, and I never had issues, or it was never uncomfortable, or it was never awkward.
What? Sorry to interrupt.
What?
But was it awkward with their girlfriends?
I wouldn't know. I don't know because you know what? It probably would have been, but a lot of my boyfriends didn't have girlfriends, so maybe that's why. You know, they were just friends. I didn't have boyfriends either. We're generally friends with not being in a relationship. I'm sure if I had a boyfriend or they had girlfriends, it probably would have been harder. But I think being in a friendship with the opposite sex when there's no relationship with someone else is probably easy.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a simple thing, because there's no third party that's gonna come and affect it. I one of my friends recently, we were talking, and he went to high school with this girl, and he was telling me how, like, he showed up at her house and like was trying to go to have coffee with her, and she's kind of like standoffish because she's like, I'm not comfortable with you just showing up at my house randomly without my partner being here. And I told him, like, he was freaked out, and he's like, that's stupid. And I told him, no, I mean, you got to look at the double-edged sword, because he's talked to me about his girlfriend having some guy invite her to coffee, and he's like, dude, what are you, stupid? I think it plays into this, and I think that's what I was going off of. The subject is
If in your
that
relationship,
yeah,
and
not
you
just
have
boy
opposite
girlfriend.
sex friend,
Yeah,
then it's hard. But I mean, just being friends is not. Then I mean, you were supposed to. But yeah, so yeah, I would agree with you. It's hard. It's hard because as 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 much as you say you're secure with yourself and with your relationship, there's always jealousy is always going to rise. Um, Even if it's insignificant and stupid, it'll happen.
that's for the
Uh,
Bronx. For the Bronx. Um, so on that subject, it goes into another topic that I've had with my friends about the trust issue. Um, they've gotten upset because one day their girl's like, "Hey, Chad, let me look at your phone," and my friend feels like, "Hey, you know what? She's just gonna go through my phone because she doesn't trust me." Again, in my opinion, don't feed into the insecurity. I mean, if that's the reason, then it's an insecurity, and just give her the phone. Like, if you got nothing to hide, why hide it? Between our relationship, there's no privacy. She knows everything about me. She can pick up my phone, and she knows all my passwords. She knows all my emails.
Or vice versa. The only time I don't let them on my phone is if it's like birthdays or anniversaries or Christmas, because I usually write notes and shit on my phone. That's probably the only time I might get off my phone. But that's it.
So yeah, like, I think with relationships, if you're in a strong, stable relationship, there shouldn't be no need for privacy.
We shit together.
Yeah.
We fart.
We have toilets right next to each other,
shower,
and we'll be on Instagram
teeth
together and shit at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no privacy. I think if you're in a serious relationship, there shouldn't be. If you want it to work, there shouldn't be, because like I said, like, no matter how comfortable you are in the relationship, how confident you are of the relationship, there shit is always gonna rise. Always.
And that pulls into the other subject, jealousy. Um, Again, human beings are, in my opinion, are very special. It could be jealousy from a friend to a friend, uh, jealousy of your child hanging out with
Hi,
the other,
Mexico.
hanging
Sorry,
out
sorry.
with the other parent more. Human beings are very, very special. In a relationship, I mean, there's been times where I've been jealous. I'm not gonna lie, and I mean she's known it,
Me
and
too.
I've been open, and again the communication is about talking and hey, you know what, that made me uncomfortable, or I was insecure with this. This is what's going on, and I mean we talk about it. Um, if it would come out and she'd come out and say, yeah, well, you know, you're a fucking idiot, then that's where the friction pulls into the jealousy aspect. She's feeding into my jealousy of not being open and being like, hey, you know what, I understand what you mean. Um, so so it's that. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I've been jealous and insecure before in our relationship. I think it's had to do a lot. I had a lot of issues when I was pregnant, only because my body was changing, and he worked around so many like pretty thin girls that weren't carrying a human being. So yeah, I'd get really insecure and jealous about it. Um, but it was never psychotic like you see in movies and shit. Like it was just generally being scared of losing the person that I love. And I think that was what played into my jealousy. It was more fearful of him finding someone else. That's what it was. It wasn't, crazy, you're cheating on me, or shit like that. Like it never got psycho.
I think I misspelled privacy. I put up another poll,
Yeah, you
but I
did.
think it's like privacy.
Yeah.
Someone posted up that their significant other leaves his PC and phone around, and they still find themselves being jealous. Again, there's nothing in a sense wrong with the jealousy. It's, I mean, you care about that person. You don't want to lose that person. It's here is where the jealousy is. Here is the strongest muscle we have. So this is how you control it here. You trust this person, like she said, she had the jealousy with the pregnancy, which, I mean, from when we got married, I told her one of my fetishes was pregnant women. Like, I don't know why it's always been.
It took me 4 years to get knocked up to finally fulfill this fantasy.
Um, so that in itself, it's okay to be jealous. It's how you react to it. If it's a consistent like, hey, let me see your phone, or hey, let me check out your email, or let me read this, then yeah, it ends up
That's
being
possessive.
overwhelming. Yeah, with
That's
the other
possessive,
person.
and it's scary. And when you're with someone and you plan on being with someone, you always pick at what they do the worst that annoys you, your pet peeves, and you always think about, am I going to be with this for the rest of my life? And it's like when you're like that crazy about it, yeah, it's fucking scary. And if you're jealous and possessive like that, and you're wondering why you're single, maybe that's why.
Yeah, so like that insecurity and that jealousy, yeah, it's fine. Just don't feed into that demon. Try to
No,
control yourself
I
and
mean
understand it.
we don't get jealous now. I mean, I think it's like again with us. I think it's more of the fear of losing each other, and maybe someone else being out there that's better that scares us. Not so much, you know, that we're untrustworthy or we give each other reasons to be jealous, because there's relationships out there where the guy just loves to make the girl jealous, or vice versa, or in any relationship, they feed into it, and they love to rile it up just so the boyfriend or the significant other fights for them and to prove a point, like that's crazy shit. And like in real like serious relationships, like it's generally just being scared of losing that someone.
So yeah, I mean, the point here from this little conversation is, you know what, privacy, relationship. If you have it or you feel you need it, break it. It makes the relationship better. just being open with your
Yeah.
partner all the time.
Talk,
Yeah, that's. I mean,
communicate,
you guys are gonna get tired of that word from us, communication and talking.
communication.
Just before this podcast, I mean, we were talking about many different things, and I mean, there's always discussions. She's one head, I'm another. She's one world, I'm another. But we have to meet up at that point where we join. Um, I'll pull up another poll. I like how the little polls are coming up. Privacy and relationship, no one. And then, does it drive your partner when you crazy when he falls asleep, or she falls asleep in a movie? And yes, it came up. So I'll try to wake up. I'll try to stay awake as much as I can.
With kids, it's so much harder. Like, even like a simple movie like Back to the Future and shit on HBO, like, it's exciting because with kids you can't watch regular TV. I was just telling him today, all I do is watch fucking Nickelodeon and the Disney Channel. So when I get to watch a movie or like I Love Lucy, I'm fucking stoked. And to be with him and spend that time with him and then he falls asleep, like, it sucks bananas, man. Like, that's why it's upsetting.
So, and then right now I just posted one up about, are you jealous? And again, honesty, like, if you're not, don't. I mean, put no, and then if you are, yes.
I think jealousy comes from insecurity.
And everybody has them.
And everybody I mean, I'm insecure.
Me too.
You guys probably don't think it or don't know it, but I'm really insecure about things. And it's really working on yourself before. What's going on?
Nothing.
Oh, it's really working on yourself and your insecurities before you start going crazy on the relationship and being scared, you know, because it's coming from you. So, you know, when I was jealous, you know, when I was pregnant, I knew it was because I was pregnant, and I had to tell myself, okay, Cindy, it's because you're pregnant. He's not, you know, looking at the other girls at work or fantasizing about them. It's just I'm being insecure because my body has changed. So I had to mind fuck myself so it would register, and then our relationship could be better. Because if I was jealous, then that's just a recipe for disaster.
Touche. Another thing we want to talk about is me, because I'm the more open one about it, about being an atheist, not believing in God. Recently we got like a little communication from someone that's into the podcast.
You guys are quiet tonight.
And because they're listening.
Oh, okay.
Wait till we open up. And you know, I think our generation, as we progress, not necessarily doesn't believe in a higher power, but has eliminated religion from their lives. They're understanding the bullshit that most religions are. They're understanding the hypocrisy that most people produce.
The crutch.
The crutch. There's many religions out there. Okay, what's the correct one? I mean, what's the difference between Buddha, Muhammad, Jesus, God, La Virgen Guadalupe? Why is one correct and not the other? These are the questions that a lot of people start asking themselves, because we live in a generation that is based on knowledge. I could post on here, when was Albert Einstein's first time he had sex, and some shit will pop up. So anything you have a question of comes off. Back to the topic. This person that contacted us is having an issue, in a sense, coming out.
About religion.
No, coming out as being an atheist to their family. They're afraid of the repercussion that they're gonna have. They're afraid of people judging them. With us too, I mean, there's no God in our lives. There isn't. But if there's a God, it's her and me and my girls and my mom and so forth. Those are the people I believe in. Those are the people that she gets up and takes care of. You can hear too loud.
You just hear too loud.
She's the one that gets up and feeds my girls. Not, oh, thank you, Jesus, thank you, whoever else. You know? You don't need a book. You don't need an ancient human being that wrote down something to tell you what's common sense. Don't go out and kill. Don't steal. Don't lie. The basics of life, you know. I read a George Carlin book once where he broke down the Ten Commandments to two, and it's just that. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Simple. That even thing that turns into one.
What about don't
You
kill?
know, that's in a sense don't cheat someone's life. I don't know, but same thing. It's tough. It's tough for our generation as you progress. Body modifications, being younger parents, married at 21. Someone's always gonna judge you. Someone's always gonna say something. Being an atheist is a difficult thing in the sense because society automatically thinks you're a horrible person. Or I mean, most of you guys, if you see our pictures or now with this podcast, know, hey, you know what? We're regular people, dude. We love our kids. I love my wife. You know, that's
You always get judged. You always get judged for being an atheist. It's people automatically assume that you worship the devil, which is stupid because being an atheist, you don't believe in anything. Um, but I mean, on top of being an atheist, there is ignorant atheists out there too. Just like there is ignorant religious people. And I mean, we're not the ignorant ones. You know, if I sneeze and someone says, God bless you, I'm not going to be like, I'm an atheist, because that's just ignorant. I'll say thank you. I remember when I had my miscarriage, um, I was lying in bed and I was getting ready to go in for surgery there, you know, and I was sitting there scared, and two men walked by. I guess they were with someone else that was going to get surgery. And he, you know, said hello to us and wished me luck. And he came by and he was like, would you mind if we prayed for you? And, you know, Angel right away said no. And they did. They held my hand, they held Angel's hand, and they prayed for me. And, you know, prayed that I had a good surgery and a fast recovery and stuff. And I was ignorant about it. I knew that them praying for me made their day and made them feel better because they did their good deed for the day. And me taking it and not being an asshole and saying, you know, don't do that, I'm an atheist, or I don't believe in God or some shit, made my day because I didn't have to be a prick, you know, and it made surgery better. Just being a nice person. You don't have to believe in a God to be a nice human being. You know, you just be what you want people to be with you. You know, it's that saying, treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, you don't need God to tell you that. You know, you don't need to go to church every Sunday for someone to tell you that. You know, if I want to be treated with respect and you know, then I'm going to treat others with respect, and I don't need Jesus to tell me that. You know, if I don't want someone to beat my ass, why am I going to beat someone else's ass? I don't need Jesus to tell me that. You know, and that's just my view on it.
no, and that's it. I mean, you know if you're watching, you know who you are that you contacted us, and it's just that. Like, I mean, be proud you're an atheist. Be proud you don't follow the religion. You know, you'll see little by little. Even the people that follow the religion, it changes. They start questioning things. You know, religion itself changes. It evolves. It progresses because people will eventually start saying, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Mormons in the 80s still believed being black was a sin. Like, what the fuck? You know, I mean, what's going on right now? Some dude drew a cartoon about Muhammad, and there's war breaking out. You know, like, are you really going to kill someone over a cartoon? People make fun of Mexicans all the time. I'm not going around shooting people. You know, and that's even closer because I'm a Mexican and I feel Mexican. Um, be proud of it. Be proud that you're that. You know, if coming
Don't
out.
be scared. I think everybody's just scared to get criticized, and really criticism just comes with everything. Whether you want to get your first tattoo at 18 years old and you're scared that someone's going to say something, or you know, like you're 18. You're legal. Wait till you're legal. If you're doing it and it's legal, fucking do it. Who cares what anybody's gonna tell you? You know, if you're gonna drink responsibly. But if someone's gonna criticize you and you're too scared to have that drink, fuck what people think. It's making you happy. You know, like us being religion free isn't tainting anybody. It's not hurting anybody, and it's just making us just live. We don't have to follow any rules or lean on some crutch. You know, make sure that I'm not stepping on any toes. And I love the cafeteria Catholics too, how they just pick and choose what they want to believe in. You know, like, oh, well, you can't fornicate before you're married. But I don't want to believe in that because I really want to fuck my girlfriend, so I'm not going to do that. You know, like, it's bullshit. And if it's just easier not to, just to be happy because you want to fuck your girlfriend, then just do it. Don't be scared.
Yeah. So just the person that sent us this, and when you guys start sending us more email at I love zombies one word at gmail.com. I mean, if you want us to, you know, say who you are, that's fine. I mean, we'll talk about it.
Or you
this
can
person
choose
I didn't
to
ask.
say anonymous.
Yeah, this person I didn't ask him, so I'll keep it to myself.
But I hope you're listening.
Yeah, like, be proud of it. Don't be scared. There's many of us out there. Just right now, the poll that I put up: do you believe in a higher power, religion, or nothing? Higher power overpowers anything. Whether you believe in Mother Nature, aliens, what else is there? Suze. It's funny. I was watching Hercules today, and with Tula and Izzy, and these guys. Hercules goes up to Suze's palace, I guess, and he prays to him, and it's like, nowadays people look at the Greeks and they're like, you guys are fucking idiots. Zeus, Hades, like, what the fuck? But again, it progresses. Our society's getting better. I'm not, me personally, I'm an atheist. I don't believe. I'm not against you believing in a higher power. That's your decision. You believe in God, like I was saying, Buddha, whatever you want to call him. Just don't follow that religion. The religion is the control. So here, like I was telling you about the poll, higher power outweighs everything. Nothing is the second thing, which is an atheist, agnostic, or whatever. Religion is the end. And little by little it changes. And the people that are following us or listening to us that follow religion, you know what? That's fine. I mean, you're following them. I'm not going to tell you not to. But if you have a chance, go out and read The God Delusion. It just opens your mind and question things. Always question. Okay? Simple. Someone brought up our baseball thing because I'm wearing a Red Sox hat.
Did you read it?
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about it too.
They say we're Rebel fans.
She
says we're Rebel baseball fans.
We are Rebel baseball fans. Do you know what? Let's explain what a Rebel baseball fan is. Okay, you're looking at them. Rebel baseball fans like many teams. Okay, we are Red Sox fans.
Number one
Red Sox fans. Okay, or I'm not going in order.
Oh, I'm going in order.
Okay, Boston is number one. Fuck it. Tampa Bay, Seattle, Angels, Dodgers. Don't ask, I know. Giants fans. What else is there?
We like the White Sox for a while.
Sox. Yeah, like we like a lot of teams. But see, it's not so much the teams, it's the players. We follow the players. You know, right now, Ozzie Guillen, I'm a huge fan of Ozzie Guillen. He went to the Blue Jays.
No, Miami.
Miami. There you go. Am I going to be a fucking Miami fan? I don't know. But I like me some Ozzie Guillen, so I might. Like, so we follow the players. We are Rebel baseball fans. We wear every color. We wear every hat. We own all the hats that we follow.
But ultimately, when the Red Sox are playing anybody, that's who we root for.
Yeah, like we go to Angel Stadium a lot. If the Red Sox are playing, we'll root for the Red Sox. If the Angels are playing, give me some.
We'll root for the Angels.
We'll root for the Angels.
Yeah, so it's Red Sox, Tampa Bay, then who'd you say?
I like Seattle.
Seattle Angels.
I
think the Seattle pulls back to number 5. Especially with Ichiro going to the Yankees. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, we're not Yankee fans. Sorry, you Yankee fans out there. We're not Yankee fans.
And then when it comes to soccer, y'all You guys obviously know we're Chivas USA fans.
We don't support the Galaxy, and we will clearly say with pure passion in our voices, fuck the Galaxy.
Yeah, fuck the Galaxy. It's funny because my mom gets mad at me. She's like, "How can you talk about them like that?" And I'm like, "I fucking hate that team. I hate the jersey. I hate the colors. I despise the letters that are in that name when they're together."
I know some of my fans. I know, and if you're listening, she's a big, fan of the Galaxy. She's bought from me many times. She actually has an order pending. Her and I never talk about soccer because she's a Galaxy fan and I'm a Chivas USA fan. But we follow each other on Instagram, and she purchases my stuff, and her kids are adorably cute. But soccer is not a topic that we touch.
So. Yeah, I mean, people know I fucking I'm open. I'm open about fucking the Galaxy.
Milky Way?
I put up a poll. It said, fuck the Galaxy. There's a bunch of yeses. No, little no's. And then I put Milky Way. The third thing we're going to talk about, as you guys know, we're huge Disney fans. And so you'll get a little Disney info every podcast probably. A little Disney chat, a little Disney talk. Today it came to our attention that annual pass holders are like abusing the guest assistant pass. I believe that's what it's called.
Which
like,
we didn't even know about.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's what, say for example, you have a disability, your back hurts, you're claustrophobic, you can't wait in line that long. They give you a pass. Everyone in your party.
So annual pass holders?
Anybody, any guest.
Oh, okay.
And don't use this information for bad, because we're upset that people are using it this way.
Well, that's the whole point, yeah.
People are using it and abusing it, where they'll just go show up and say, oh, you know what, my leg hurts, I need a guest assistant pass. Disneyland hasn't figured out how to control it, so you'll get 400 or 500,000, whatever, I don't know the amounts, of annual pass holders going, they do this, then they jump on the fast pass line. What happens with that is, one, it clutters. They have to distribute less fast passes, which makes everyone that has fast pass wait longer when it's supposed to be faster, and they have to distribute less amount of fast passes. So, for example, what is that? Radiator Springs Racers. Okay, line usually was about 3 hours, right? Fast pass line goes out in 60 minutes. As soon as the park opens, there's a line. We've seen it. We've witnessed the line. It goes from Radiator Springs, around the corner, down to Tower of Terror. For those of you guys that haven't ever been to Disneyland, it's a long-ass fucking walk for fast passes. The reason they sell out in 60 minutes is because they're only giving out 1/3 because they have to calculate in the amount of guest assistant passes. Fucking assholes, don't do it. If you're out there and you're an annual pass holder and you're watching this and you do it, stop. You fuck it up for people that are getting fast passes. You fuck it up for
people that are visiting, dude. Like, I mean, if you're an annual pass holder and you're doing this, that's fucked up. Because you're an annual pass holder. You can go the next day, or the following day. Like, these people travel from places and all they want to do is ride this fucking ride, and they have to wait in it for 3 hours, which kills the rest of their fucking day because you wanted to get ahead of the line and you're an annual pass holder. That's fucked up.
Very, very, very fucked up. So stop it. Another thing that we found out today is they're expanding Main Street, which, again, for the Disney fans out there, that's well, not necessarily expanding, but they're talking about creating a back alley because of how it gets so clogged during the fireworks or a parade. They're creating a back alley behind Main Street that will drop you off in Tomorrowland, which we think is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They're just adding a back area. It's going to be themed. They're going to add the mom, like, what is that place called?
The nursery?
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
The more lockers back there, first aid, and the Make-A-Wish. What's cool is Disney has a special Make-A-Wish office where you go there and, if you want to promote, what do you say? How do you say it?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Well, they just give a better idea of what Make-A-Wish works there. It's Yeah, does that
like
make
the
sense?
Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Yeah. They have a special office there at Disney.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So they do that. The last thing with Disney, I don't know if whoever follows Zombie Mama, she posted up the patches that we're doing.
Yeah.
We're trying to start what we're gonna call a social club because it sounds badass.
Yeah, we started it.
It's gonna. Should we tell them what it's gonna be called?
No.
Okay. It's gonna be a pretty cool name. Basically, what it is, it's if you're annual pass holder, you're a Disney fan. We're gonna try to meet up once a month at Disneyland California Adventures.
All day.
All day. Probably will be weekends, depending on what our schedules are, and what the stipulations are. The back patch, you're gonna.
I can show.
Yeah, you're gonna choose your favorite character. I mean, it could be any character. If it's already someone else's favorite character, that's fine. That's gonna be your center
Yeah,
logo.
I mean, if there's more than one, like if someone else likes Daisy, that's fine. Like it's not just me.
Yeah, and you could put it on.
These are ours. See, his is Donald and mine's Daisy. So, like, if someone likes Minnie Mouse, then they can get the Minnie Mouse with the the background. And and someone posted that they like Geppetto, or was it Geppetto?
Yeah.
Or Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
Someone wanted Jiminy Cricket on theirs.
So the stipulation is that you wear your patch. It could be on a. I mean, you obviously know we're gonna wear a vest. I mean, that's how we rock it. You could wear a jacket, sweater, whatever,
Yeah,
as long as you have it on your
anything.
vest. And I mean, it's just creating a social club for us.
We meet up, we hang out, we ride the rides, we eat, we shoot the shit, we talk Disney, we talk gibberish, and we do it once a month. And we're just doing it to meet fellow Disney fans. I know there's a lot of you out there that follow me and have annual passes, so how cool would it be to go and hang out? And it won't be a scavenger hunt like I did before. It's like a serious fucking hangout, shoot the shit, have a Bud Light and cream cheese pretzel all day.
That's cream cheese pretzel.
That's what it is. That's what we're trying to do. It's just find other people we can enjoy our passion with. And I know there's a lot of you out there, so you should definitely join.
Yeah, I mean, come on, join. It's fun. You get to fucking shoot the shit. Just a quick question. Can everybody, like, if you guys could type in, tweet or whatever, if you could hear us okay or
no one's
see us
asking
okay.
questions. It's weirding me out.
There was another article, and I mean, I talked to you about it recently. I saw it popped up on Yahoo, and I read through it. It was about bowling. I guess there was a rivalry game going on, and some cheerleaders, I believe it was like Akron, Ohio. Some football players dressed as cheerleaders, like pregnant cheerleaders, as the other team, and like the parents
they
there.
held baby.
Yeah.
They held babies in the picture.
Parents
making fun of the pregnant cheerleaders.
Parents there like flipped out, and they're calling for a protest, and that they shouldn't do that. That pregnant teenagers are going to be offended and hurt, and blah blah blah. And they started calling it bullying. I kind of saw it as hey, dude,
we're a big anti-bully people. I mean, don't misunderstand. Like, we are so anti it. We're not about bullying people, but that was a joke.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was just some dudes like
fucking
talking shit about another team. It was
a pep rally. What do you do at pep rallies? You rile up the other team.
Yeah.
You piss them off, and then they do the same to you. Like that's what it was about. And I guess people think they took it too far because they were making fun of the pregnant cheerleaders. It was funny to me.
Yeah, it was funny to me too.
No one has a sense of humor nowadays. Everybody gets so easily offended. It's ridiculous.
Do you want to go through questions?
Yeah, we can do a free for all. If you guys want to ask questions, I don't have any questions on here.
Yeah,
I don't think you guys are asking any questions. Is that thing even working? Last time it was going apeshit.
Yeah.
Someone please ask a question or type something because it's weirding me out. Can you even hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you watch us? Was this 40 minutes a waste? Please say no.
Oh wait, hold on.
Holy shit! We were on the wrong thing.
I think maybe we were. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, what was that? Go back. Christ. Yeah, this is all the new shit. Holy crap.
Have either of you had problems with addiction?
No.
Oh, go ahead. You go first.
No. I mean, we used to smoke cigarettes, but it was really never addicted. We're social smokers. We're social drinkers. We don't do drugs or smoke pot. I don't know what else can be addicting, like PlayStation and shit. We don't do that. Is IG addicting? Because does that qualify? I think that might qualify.
It's an addiction.
Okay, yeah. Then okay.
I mean, I have a very addicting personality. I try not to do like substance like.
Someone put it frozen. This is what I've been looking at for 2 minutes.
Lazy laser pants. Can you see us now? Are we moving? Okay. I video games. If I start a game, I have to stop. It gets addicting. Collecting shit. If you guys, I can't show you The Office. Okay, so if you see The Office all around, there's just crap everywhere from me collecting.
I'm gonna have to go back and read all this. This sucks.
Yeah, it's moving way too fast. You guys are actually typing a lot faster than we are.
I was all no talking. Dang. Oh well, I'm gonna have to read them later. I hope there's no serious questions on there.
So yeah, addicting. At least for me, I do have an addicting tendency. Maybe that's one of the reasons I've never smoked pot. I mean, it might.
They can hear and watch. All right, cool.
It might be that I'm afraid maybe I'm gonna have to smoke it every night, or I might have to smoke it before I come on this podcast, or before I put the girls to sleep. I don't know. That's why I just don't dabble in it. Don't do it. No, I support pot 100%.
Yeah, we want it to be legal, but we don't smoke it. How about them apples?
Let
me see. I got one. How many years have you been a Lucy fan, Zomby Mama? From Rashi1. Did I pronounce it right? Because I'm really bad at that. I'd say since my mom died. So that was 22 years ago. I want to know the story. Yeah, you do. I was 6 when she died, and I remember she just wasn't coming home anymore, so it was weird. And I was like looking at the TV and like scrolling through channels, and then the I Love Lucy came on, and my mom's name was Lucy, so I was like, oh cool, like a show with my mom's name on it. And since then I started loving it. It made me laugh at my saddest time when she died, so Lucy got me out of all my troubles.
I'm learning just as you stream. I could actually ban people.
Ooh, don't talk shit. I love blocking people.
How do you keep your marriage spicy? You work at it. You want to talk about today?
I think you have to be attracted to the person. Like he's seriously so yummy to me that like I can't keep my hands off of him, and vice versa. So if there's no more attraction, there's no more spice. There's no more desire to want to just do it anywhere you are at that second. You know, like, so I think that's what it is. You have to have an attraction towards your partner to keep it spicy.
Yeah, I mean, and then like I've said it before, it's just spontaneous times is just go at it. Whether it's making out, a little finger action, a blowjob action, little butt touching, whatever.
You got a blowjob earlier, that's why I'm mentioning blowjob. Yeah.
Power to the people. So it's not. That's just what you do. You send dirty texts. You know, like that gets me riled up at work all the time.
How do these go? This way or this way?
It's going up, so it's down here.
Oh, okay.
So, someone asked, what can I do better to control my jealousy? A hubby is a tattoo artist, and I find myself want to beat some sleazy ass at times in conventions. LO, I'm pregnant, so I have some body issues, but I'm normally secure. But it drives me nuts how disrespectful they are. But
okay, well, this is coming from a woman's perspective. It's not your husband's fault. It's the skeezy, trampy girls that are hitting on a man. And, you know, does he wear a wedding ring? Because if he doesn't, they're still doing that. That's fucked up. But see, girls, especially with a tattoo artist, girls will always try to get a free tattoo, you know, and that's how it works. Unfortunately, your husband
sleazy girl.
sleazy girls. Okay, correction. Unfortunately, your husband is in a profession where he's gonna have to deal with girls a lot, and it's never gonna change. Um, but I just have more confidence in him. I mean, he obviously loves you. You're pregnant, so he does because you're gonna have a baby. So it's not him. Don't worry about the girls. They're getting a tattoo, and that's the last time he's got to see them. You know, so just let it be. As for your body, I understand you. Your body changes when you're pregnant, but it's not forever. Soon you'll have that baby, and you'll grow confidence to get back to your normal, sexy self, and you'll be right back on track. So just know that your feelings aren't forever.
I mean, as the guy perspective for a pregnant lady, um, like I said, I mean that was one of my fetishes since I was way younger. I mean, I'd look at pregnant lady porn. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Um, it's tough for you as a male to make sure your wife isn't insecure or doesn't feel insecure because of her pregnancy. Being a tattoo artist, I can only imagine he deals with a lot of customers, and I mean, obviously, I mean you're gonna get like calm girls that are pretty quiet, and you're gonna get those girls that are just all over the place. Ultimately, you have to hear in your head, tell yourself, hey, you know what? My husband loves me, adores me. We're having a freaking kid together. Got to look at the positive, and he's out there working. You know, he's getting the money for you guys. That's what you got to think at, because I mean, as a husband, that's gonna make him feel better. If there's any sort of feeling that he might feel that makes him insecure or that's making you insecure, I mean, it creates an uncomfortable environment for him. So just think about that. Um, Someone put, you share so much personal information. Are you afraid that maybe you'll be victims to identity theft? I know people have stolen pictures from IG. You know what? They fucking, my credit's fucked up. They ain't gonna get shit.
You can't buy shit with my credit.
You guys know, people know who I am. People see me.
I'm not scared.
You know, I mean,
I've been sharing my life on the internet for 5 years, as long as I've had Zombie Girl. It's been an online shop its whole time of existence, so I'm not scared. I mean, people do stupid shit every now and again, and we just handle it the best we can and move forward. Stay positive.
Does he have a picture? Oh, okay, this is just a conversation that they're having amongst themselves. Are you going to Mickey's Halloween party?
Yes.
Yes. Date? We don't know yet. It's we're trying to do it earlier because the later you get, the more expensive it gets. When it first started at California Adventures, it was $12, I think. It started what, like 2003, 2004, before we were married. What do you think? It's because the monsters aren't asleep yet.
We'll be done in a little bit.
So yeah, we're definitely going.
I just moved in with my boyfriend after a year and a half. Any advice? Fuck everywhere before you have kids. That's what you should do. Fuck on the couch, on the floor, on the living room floor, in the bathroom, everywhere. Fuck everywhere. Because once you have kids, you can't fuck anywhere.
What are you talking about? We just said that you gave me a blowjob.
Yeah, I know that, but you know what I mean. We can't go in the fucking living room and just fuck.
Sometimes.
Unless they're not home.
Or unless they're asleep.
That's why. You're just living with your boyfriend, do it. There's someone else living there, don't do it.
Other than the sex advice, when shit is a pet peeve, put it out there. Don't hold it, because one pet peeve turns into 2, turns into 3, turns into 4, turns into 5. To this day, Cindy and I, like, we tell each other something that fucking annoys us, and we've been living together for 7 years. Sometimes I pee and I don't flush the toilet. Why? I don't know. Drives her crazy. What do you do that I told you the other day? Oh, the toilet paper.
Oh, yeah, because I take the toilet paper off of the thing and, like, put it on the sink. But he, like, scolded me for it, but I take it off because the girls do this to it, and there's fucking toilet paper all over the floor.
But, I mean, like, it's always being open again. Communication. Especially when you're living together. There's a lot of shit that he probably is going to do that's going to drive you crazy. put it out there and be like, hey, dude, check it out. Like, this is kind of
I don't
annoying
like
me.
this.
You know,
I don't
like,
like that.
how can we adjust it? And again, it's a team. You know, where.
Cindy, have you ever considered being a suicide girl? I did a photo shoot with them a few years back and worry now that I'm a mom if it'll ever come back to haunt me. What are your thoughts? No, I mean, I've been asked to be a suicide girl a few times, and with me, it's not so much being scared of showing my body. I think it's see, this is what scared me out of it, is that I have friends, like close boyfriends, especially like part of the supporter group. A lot of the members are men, and I know them on a personal level. And so just the thought of them being able to see what he sees scares the shit out of me. It's not like the world seeing my breast. It's like our friends seeing my breast. Like, that's what scares the crap out of me, or my vagina, or whatever. Like, I'm sure my friend Justin is on here. Justin and I are really good friends, and it would freak me out if he saw my boobs. And not because, it's, who he is. It's just because he's my friend. But, I guess just, it was your past. You can't do anything about it. Don't dwell on it. It'll kill you if you dwell on it. If eventually they come up, you explain to your daughter or your son that that's what you did, and back then you enjoyed it, and it made you feel confident and comfortable, and that's what mommy looked like when she's naked, and mommy doesn't look like that anymore, so milk it, so no, you shouldn't be ashamed or scared that it's going to haunt you. You should just forget it. It's done. It's, the cards have been dealt, and just don't dwell on it. Move on and be a good mama, and eventually it'll come up, and that's when you'll know how to handle it.
Someone asked, what are your birth stories, experiences with the girls? We'll leave those to another podcast because they'll take a while. I mean, we have two girls, and both experiences were completely opposite.
Oh yeah.
So, and she'll tell it much better than I do. Do your girls speak Spanish as well? They do. I find myself speaking more English to them, so I try to catch myself and break it. Because I always criticized everyone that is bilingual and didn't teach their kids Spanish. I think being bilingual is important, but I find myself not following my own advice. So, but yeah, the girls do speak Spanish.
Any advice for a couple losing their relationship to life? Example, work, school, kids, bills. Don't, especially if you have kids, I think the best gift you can give your children is a happy, committed marriage between their parents. Try and work your ass off, and fuck school, fuck work, and fuck bills. You guys come first, because eventually you guys are what's gonna give these kids hope for the future. And if you can't, who is? So work your ass off at it. Don't give up. If you truly love your partner, show them and tell them every day. Don't give up.
I mean, I understand the work. Like she's a stay home mom where I come to work, and I mean automatically she switches into her work mode where we'll eat dinner for 15-20 minutes, and then she'll go work till 11:30. I'll put the girls to sleep. We do our regular routine. Um, it drives her crazy. I try to make even an hour, even if I have to sleep at midnight, to come and hang out with her in the office, chit chat, a little alone time here and there, watch our shows, um, schedule stuff. Like
Yeah,
we
that's
were
fair.
watching Parenthood. That's one of our favorite shows. And this episode, they were talking about, it's funny because
Scheduling.
what was it?
He was making fun of the other couple for like being on like
But what was
Funky
this? Yeah,
Town.
Funky Town. Funky
They
Town.
schedule their
sex.
sex, and they call it Funky Town. And like, the younger guy was teasing the older brother, that he was on a schedule with his wife and stuff. And schedules will save your life.
Yeah, like I mean, sometimes you have to, especially if you got school and work, your kids,
Schedule
bills,
it. It's
life,
not stupid. It's not cheesy. If
and
you
it's
need to
not
schedule
bad.
when to,
Do
have
it.
date nights, be spontaneous every once in a while. Like don't give up. It's not worth it when it's just something. It's not stupid because it's working. You have to provide for your family, but you know what I mean when it's stupid because work shouldn't interfere. Um, So schedule.
Yeah,
Schedule
like
your ass
I mean,
about.
and like you're saying, it's. I mean, if you heard our first podcast, or I'm calling them pod streams because we're streaming now, and later on we'll put up the recording. I was able to find it; it didn't crash. But I mean, work is a big thing with like working in the relationship. You have to do it. Work, to make time for sex. 15 minutes as you guys spend by yourselves is great. Whatever, just hold on. Why are you laughing?
Because someone asked for my chin tattoo. They said chin up. So
Someone asked that you heard me talking about video games becoming addicting and it really takes a toll on like their marriage. Um, Again, talk. Let him know it's not about anger, aggression, or frustration, even though you might be. You're coming in with the issue. One thing, one advice, and I mean, she knows something I do is bedroom, no video games. I haven't bought another video game system to put in the bedroom, and she consistently tells me, "Hey, you know what? Put it so you can play it in here." No, because I mean, I have self control, but there's times that I mean, I might take it further. So, video games in the common area, never in the room. You pull it out. That's the best advice I could give you. There was someone that asked you about how long were you? Where is it? Damn it, I lost it. How long did we try to have babies?
4 years.
4 years. We tried for 4 years.
One miscarriage.
Yeah.
It just wasn't happening for us. We decided, when we got married, we decided just condoms weren't going to happen because we're married, and if we were going to have a kid, then it was meant to be. And it was 4 years that we didn't. And then, it was 4 years that we didn't. And then we finally talked about, like, maybe getting checked out, see if it was me or him. And then the time between, setting shit up to see who was broken, I guess, we got pregnant with our first. But that didn't go well. We miscarried in August 2008. What happened? Oh. We miscarried in August 2008. And then I remember when I went, she told me in 6 months you can try again and that one will stick. And 6 months to the day, I found out I was pregnant with Tabuga.
So, I mean, if you asked, maybe because you're trying or anything, post up and we'll go off of that. Again, I think the birthing stories, that's some of it, will be for a later podcast. Someone asked, "What's my favorite Disney pin?" What's your favorite Disney pin?
Oh shit! I can't.
One. Pick one.
That.
One.
No.
Go now.
Go. The one that says "World's Best Mom."
Aww. Mine says, and I'm gonna seem like an asshole now.
Yeah.
I have a Boba Fett one that says "He's no good to me, Dad." I think that's my favorite one. I hate to sound morbid, but do you have plans in case one of you dies? After
No.
Penny, my daughter, was born, I've been paranoid. Hubby is fully informed, cremation all the way. I mean, she knows I want to be cremated.
Well, we both do.
Yeah. We don't want a big funeral. I mean, just I celebrate my life. I
want balloons. I don't want flowers. I hate flowers.
My biggest fear with death is leaving them. I mean, because once I'm dead, I don't know what the fuck's going on, So I think that's my plan is, making sure they're taken care of after I pass away, if, it's anytime soon. Something that we have discussed, and I mean, mostly I think all parents, is like, if both of us go, like, what happens with our kids, and that's the scary part. That's the scary talk. That's the difficult talk to have with each other. I mean, figuring out who's going to be able to raise them the way you want them to be raised.
Which we still haven't figured out.
Yeah, and I mean, it's 3 years. And, like, right now, I mean, what it said is obviously because they're with my mom so much.
Well, yeah, they'd stay with Grandma, but when Grandma dies, she's got to drop them off with someone that's going to raise them the way we wanted them to be raised. Save the pandas.
No, someone asked what's on my shirt.
Oh, it's a Save the Panda shirt. Go buy one.
It's a Fat Mike shirt.
Oh, we'll get it from Save the Pandas. Anyways, but we want her to drop them off with, someone that's going to raise them the way we want them to be raised. And it's just hard to find people out there that have the same views that we have. We haven't met anybody yet that believes what we believe in or doesn't. So it's a tough issue.
So someone asked, living with the in-laws, how do we deal with it? Because they live with their in-laws too. I mean, you answer first, and then I'll answer it.
Well, again, it helps that his mom isn't ignorant, and she celebrates a good sex life. So she knows that sex has to happen in our relationship. Are they crying?
No,
okay.
They're singing.
Okay, she knows that sex has to happen in our relationship, so we talk openly about it, and she's not ignorant about it, so that helps a lot. I think it'd be a quadrillion times harder if she was like, so close-minded about it, I guess. So I don't know if your in-laws are close-minded or open-minded, but it 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 helps that she is. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like she's here.
Yeah, I mean, like right now we're able to do it because she's here. She helps us out a lot. Um, Someone asked yesterday on one of my social questions, if we ever plan on moving out. We plan on moving out, but maybe like 10 paces, where it's like a duplex type thing. Yeah.
Or a neighborly thing. Like I don't have parents, so and his parents are all they have as grandparents. So there's no way in shit I'm going to take that away from them. They will live with their grandma and grandpa until they die. Their grandparents die. Like there's no way I'm taking that away. So if we do move in that time, we're moving together.
Yeah, like I mean, it's bad. I'm my mom's only kid. Um, our families are mostly Mexico. The family we have here, I mean, it's just we're at odds, and it it feels much better knowing that she has me here to whatever she needs. I'm here to back her up. And now I mean Cindy, she adores Cindy.
You know that saying? That saying that men marry their moms? I'm his mom in the much younger form. I'm exactly the way she
Like
is.
personality wise, it's scary. Like
Yeah.
I have to deal with two women that are the same when they're mad, when they're happy, when they're sad, when they're all their emotions. It's trippy. It's weird. But I mean, it's true. I don't know people that are married out there and husbands, wives, whatever. Like if it's the same situation. Someone put up, my boyfriend's mom still thinks we're virgins after dating for 4 years. Why does she think that? Like it's something you guys or something I'm very open about. Like with parents, it's like be open with them, even though they might not dig it, they might not like it. Just tell them, like, hey,
they're probably really
talk
old
to them.
fashioned, huh? Just tell them, man.
We have.
I would rather have my kids tell me they're having sex than them keeping it a secret. Like just treat your parents the way you want your kids to treat you eventually. Be honest with them.
Nah, I mean, if you could post up, why is it? Is it because you're underage or you're overage and they just like or old fashioned? I mean, if it ever comes up, just be like, no, dude, I do it. Sex is fun. I mean, sex is something that's important for human nature. Like, it's fun. Let's see.
It's been an hour.
I know. We're just chit chatting. We like to chit chat. You guys, it's an hour and a half.
All right.
Ooh. Let's go through a little more questions. It's because the questions are coming up fast.
Yeah.
And I lose it. Don't you ever? Hold on. Damn it. You ever get asked, would you take your kids to get tattooed? I do all the time, and it's annoying sometimes. What's your view on that?
Do we what? Do you ever? What?
Would you take to get your kids tattooed?
Not before 18. I think we talked about.
Yeah. Like I mean, I'm big, and she's big on the whole age waiting for it. Or I just feel like at a younger age, I don't think. Well, see, I don't know. It's something I debate with her. Like maybe they're at 16, they seem like they have common sense. I mean, that's one of the odds between a relationship where we're gonna have conversations with. When it gets to that point.
We'll probably argue about it later. Like no, that's not gonna happen.
It's gonna get off of this podcast.
Because I think about the shit that I wanted at 16, and I'm so glad that I didn't. They were horrible tattoos. And I'm so glad that I didn't. And like, I don't want the girls to deal with that. I don't want them to have to cover them up when they're 25. You know, so I want them to be smart and know what they're gonna get when they're 18.
Nah, I mean, it's one of those things where you're at odds. Earlier yesterday, one of my social questions, circumcision came up. It's a chicken we don't have, or a rooster we don't have in that fight because we have two girls and we're not gonna have any more kids. But
Oh
it
man.
it's a discussion that comes up, and it's some people say it's personal choice for the baby as when they get older. There's a lot of people that are against circumcision, saying it's torture for the baby, and that it has no medical benefits. What?
I totally agree about your kids being honest about sex. My daughter was with me. We have a very open relationship, and now I'm a grandma. Aw,
Um,
I hope it wasn't. She wasn't too young.
so, in my opinion, I mean, there's been articles that have recently been brought up where it's shown how it prevents the HPV virus, like a certain percentage from uncircumcised men and stuff like that. Ultimately, the article said that the doctors were like, it's up to the parents' choice. Ultimately, what it said. There's people out there that are posting that their parents or their significant other's parents hate people with tattoos or hate them because they have tattoos. Um, what do you feel? I mean, because you don't have to deal with that.
What?
My mom doesn't hate you because you have tattoos.
No. I've been in relationships before I got married where the boyfriend's moms hated me, and it wasn't even because I was tattooed. So I know what it's like to just be hated by someone that you want to be with, and their parents don't like you. It's horrible. It's uncomfortable. It's 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 not fun. You don't even want to go over and shit. You know, like I. Why are you asking?
Oh, because I mean, they posted about the parents not knowing their sex. Go ahead.
Oh, I think it's bullshit. I don't think you should judge a book by its cover. If he's the most sweetest guy in the world, what do his tattoos and his stretched earlobes have to do with it? There's assholes out there that dress in a suit and tie and wear Gucci and fucking smell like cologne, but they'll rape children up and down. Like, it's judging a book by its cover, and it's crap.
The Jess come Mary, she put, has there ever been a point where you thought this is too hard?
This is too hard and wanted out of the relationship. Um, I think in the first year it was hard because we weren't boyfriend girlfriend. We were husband and wife. So it wasn't something like a boyfriend girlfriend situation where you get mad and you can just leave and walk out and just not talk to each other for 2 days and then come back. You're like, I'm sorry. You know, like it wasn't like that. So there was points where I'm like, this is hard. I don't want to do it, but I never listened to what I thought or I felt. Like it was just out of anger, those feelings. And then it it really just, it was because it was new. That's pretty much why. Now I don't feel that way ever.
I'm the type of person that like fucking just goes balls out with everything, and I don't just quit. I don't give up. So like even the first year, yeah, it was very hard. It was very difficult. I mean, getting acclimated to each other, getting acclimated to her habits, like the living habits, her emotions and so forth. But I mean, that's for me. It was just like, hey, dude, you're in this. Let's go. Um, Someone asked, do you think it would work out if significant other's parents don't like you?
Do you think it would work
Yeah, do
out?
you think it can work out if the significant other's parents don't like you?
I think if the significant other one day was like, well, fuck it, I love you more than my parents, give a shit, then yeah, it'd probably work out. But it's just really hard because they're his parents or her parents. They're a big part of their lives, and I couldn't imagine. The way I see it is, I have kids now. I have to relate to it, and if Tula or Izzy come home with a boyfriend or girlfriend, and and I don't like them, I wouldn't. That's pushing her away. That's giving her the right to just go. and not give a shit about me or her dad or their dad. And like, why am I not gonna love and care about someone that love and cares about my kid? You know, I don't understand that. I don't understand when parents don't like the kids. And obviously, if they're a poison in the relationship, they're beating you, or you know, shit like that, or they're bringing you down, that's an obvious. But when they're the utmost, most respectful person ever and just want to love your kids, why do you not like them? Why? I don't understand it, you know? And yeah, it probably can work out if they say, you know, well, fuck it. I'm not going to listen to my parents and I want to be with you. But that's hard, me being the parent, you know? Because I wouldn't want to hear that. So why would I even put my kid in that position?
And this goes into the whole play of like where we talked last weekend or last week Friday about, was it Friday or Thursday? Whatever day. About ultimately what anybody's going to deal with is yourself. So a relationship, I think it can work out. I don't see why it couldn't. It's your guys' relationship. The parents are involved. Yeah, it fucking sucks. The parents don't like you. Yeah, you know, they might be dicks and assholes. Spend less time at his house. Spend less home gatherings and talk to your significant other about it. Be like, hey, you know what? Your parents are mean to me. I don't want to deal with it. I still want to be with you. I want to hang out with you. You know, and then that's where the communication with the relationship happens. Ultimately, you two are what matters in the relationship, not the parents, not anyone around you. Because when she's pissed off, who has to deal with her? Me. When I'm pissed off or upset, who has to deal with her? Or I'm happy or whatever. All the emotions, it's one another, not the parents. So it can work out. You just maybe stay away from the parents. If that's not working out, then talk to him to make it work out. Ultimately, if he's not giving that take, then there's nothing you could do. It's hard. The girl that asked about this, or that said about the sex with the parents, she's 21. Okay, you need to tell him. You're an adult. Like, just do it. They have no say. Again, it plays into that thing. Like, they're not in the relationship, you are. You know, again, sex is important in the relationship. Sex is good for you. Sex is good for your partner. So ultimately, like, you just do it. And if they find out, hey, you know what, we're fucking old.
You're an adult.
Yeah,
you're 21. You can buy porn.
Don't over analyze it. Just fuck it.
Yeah, they had sex, and I bet you they had it way younger than you did. I saw a really good one right here. Look. Okay. Do your real life friends or coworkers know you're web famous?
Web famous.
We're web famous.
I'm Angel.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we get teased about it, which really bugs me, by our real life friends. But I don't think we're web famous. They probably don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, she gets it more than I do. I'm more online, I guess you could say, introverted. Like, this is one of the things where I put myself open. She's had to do it because of her business. I mean, MySpace started. So she gets teased a lot about it sometimes. And, I mean, it's dumb because it's like, come on, dude. Like, it's like anyone else that does a certain job and there's people out there that say they admire you or whatever. Like, it's dumb. You know, just do it.
Yeah, I mean, I get teased about it sometimes, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Sometimes the IG friends are better than my real life friends. I'm just kidding.
Does everyone who works at Disneyland know you guys by now? You guys are effing...
No. I think there's been in our 7 years, we've been recognized once by some dude on The Little Mermaid.
Well, that? No, the pin lady too. She's like, oh, you guys are here every week, huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I mean, no. There's way too many employees for them to even notice.
Yeah. You're hot. She's very hot.
Yeah, it's hot in here. These lights, these work lights, they're horrible.
Favorite tattoo?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I don't have one.
I think my roses, the front ones, which is that. I'm getting naked here. It's a black rose with green crossbones. That's
the one I have here.
That's my favorite tattoo. We're getting. I don't know how long we've been on air. What time is it? 10:15. We're getting to the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna again try to do this every week. We love just fucking having conversations and talking to you guys. Chichis? No, I'm not gonna say chichis. Your questions are awesome. We'd like to get more emails from you guys. Remember, one word, I love zombie, ZOMBY at gmail.com.
Post it if you want to be anonymous or just named.
If you guys have a Twitter, if you don't have one, open one. Like, I mean, you can contact us through there. We just like having conversations. If you guys see shit that might interest us, tweet it over to us, tag us in it. You guys know what we dig. Fucking religion, sports, everything, kids, parents.
Disneyland.
Someone asked, what's the meaning of the tattoo of the black rose? So, when I was debating about getting tattoos, I kept going back and forth on what the hell I wanted. First I wanted to do like all freaking Aztec warrior type tribal. No, that didn't go. I just kept thinking about it, and then I came up with the concept of like just my being. So I have 2 white roses with time clocks on my back, or with little pocket watches, and that's basically time is always on our back. It's our birth, it's our start. Yeah, I know.
That's our.
The red roses in the middle, that's your life, the passion you have as you progress, and then the black roses with the crossbones, that's death. That's what we're going for. That's where we're headed. So that's the meaning of the tattoo. Am I still gonna pose social question tonight, Angel? I don't know. Maybe. I'll think. The girls are kind of getting antsy. What What's Cindy's final words?
Oh, my final words? What the fuck? My final words? I don't have final words. I don't know. Stay in school.
Do drugs. I mean, do pot. Maybe.
If
you're not addicted.
Drive fast with your eyes closed.
Will we put the girls on one of the Ustreams? We might. It's kind of tough because Tula will try to hog the camera.
And then if we take her off, it's Tantrum City.
Yeah, so we've thought about it. I mean, and as the podcast progresses and we figure out more things, we'll do it. 2 pot, maybe. Yeah.
Nah.
Drive fast with your eyes closed. I don't know where I heard that. Thank you guys for joining us. It's 11:20.
10,
this one.
17?
Oh.
What are you looking at? 10:17. What are you looking at?
I'm just reading because the questions keep coming up, and you guys are really, really fast. I don't want to stop.
We gotta stop, baby.
All right. So good night. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 2 of I Love Zombie. That zombie right there. I love her. We'll see you guys in a week. Again, email us at ilovezombie@gmail.com. I love zombies, one word, ZOMBY. Follow us on Twitter at I_love_ZOMBY. Probably gonna happen again. Thank you guys. You guys have a great night. And again, fuck the galaxy.